Are the Bills primed to win the AFC East? Riv and Joel, what do you think? Who wants to take this one first?
Joel, you want to go first?
Riv goes first.
I got to go first.
Because I went first last time.
You have to go first now. You went second last segment, so you got to go first this segment.
Shut up. Okay. Are the Bills primed to win the AFC East? Yes, I think they are in a very great position to win the AFC East. And why I said that is because the New England Patriots are declining. I don't believe in the Jets as a whole. I still have to see their offensive linemen actually play. Their defense is coming back healthy. They have to be healthy. The Miami Dolphins, they're bringing in a rookie quarterback. So, I mean, and they still only have one weapon in Devontae Parker. The defense has a bunch of good players, but not really great players. So I really don't see the Dolphins winning the division. I think I'm going to take the guys who just came off division winners last year. And the team is young. The team is still going to get better. They just added Stephon Diggs. It's a big if, but if Josh Allen can improve, then I don't see another team really being better than him. That defense is still going to be here. And, yeah, I got the Bills winning the division.
Well, what do you think?
It's foolish. What you just
He's smiling over there.
It's
I hope he doesn't hit
Jets. And I'll tell you why it's foolish. Because, yes, the Bills did get Stephon Diggs. But Josh Allen can't throw the deep ball. He's inaccurate on the deep ball. Stephon Diggs was a hothead in Minnesota playing with a pretty good quarterback, I think, in Cousins. And now he downgraded the quarterback. He's going to be extremely frustrated with Josh Allen. I think Stephon Diggs is a really good receiver. He's closing in on being elite. But I don't think you match up his skill and his attitude, and that's a player that I want on my locker room. I feel like he can be a cancer in the locker room. Then you get into the other additions they made, like Josh Norman, who was pretty horrible last year. He's going back and he's going to play for his old defensive coordinator that coached in Carolina, and Sean McDermott. He might have a bounce back season. I'm not sure though. But this is the real team that's going to make the playoffs. We all know that quarterbacks matter.
I can't believe you're going to say this.
You can have better talent than other teams. But ultimately, if you have the better quarterback, you'll win those games. Look at Seattle. I think that the Rams have a better roster than Seattle, but Seattle has a better quarterback.
Wait, who's better, Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers?
Right now?
Russell Wilson.
Yeah, Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson lost to Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers is an elite quarterback, just like Russell Wilson.
But you just said quarterback. When you have the better quarterback.
Yeah, but there has to be a gap, like a Jared Goff, Russell Wilson gap. It's a gap. There has to be a gap.
Okay, so
the best quarterback by far in the AFC East is Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold's the best quarterback in the AFC East, and it's not close. This is the first year. Not only will he be in the same offensive system, but Joe Douglas has rebuilt this offensive line around Sam Darnold, drafted a high draft pick in Mekhi Becton, who's a beast of a man. He stands at 6'7", 300-plus pounds. He's physical on the interior of the line, and the outside of the line, he's a monster. And we draft a future star in Denzel Mims at receiver. And he's going to be a star, Denzel Mims.
Can I chime in?
All the drafted, you had your turn to talk. Now it's my turn to talk. Joe Douglas is bringing in captains on his team. In the draft, 6 of the players that we drafted were captains on our team. He's building a good culture in New York.
Yeah.
And also, I just want to remind you, we're getting Chris Herndon back. The Jets are. They're getting Avery Williamson. They're getting C.J. Mosley. And JC, if I were to ask you, in the AFC East, or not even the AFC East, between the Bills and the Jets, who has the best player on their team? The Jets do. And Jamal Adams. Adams is the best player. Both teams.
I thought you were going to say Sam Darnold. I really thought
Adams
you were going to say
is the best player.
And then, I agree. It's all pro player.
Who's the second best player? Productivity aside, because last year we know Bell had an off year, but Bell is probably the second best player in that division.
He's better than Tre'Davious White?
How you going to say?
You think Bell's a better player than
Le'Veon Bell? JC, you know that Le'Veon Bell's a beast.
JC, how you going to say put productivity aside like that? Like, how you just going to say that? Like,
because I think just outside of last year, the norm was that Le'Veon Bell was a superstar MVP caliber player.
He didn't even play the year before that, bro. Come on, bro.
I mean, but
the
like
second best player is Tre'Davious White, bro.
Now, I agree with Tre'Davious White.
White's the second best player. Who's the third? It's Le'Veon Bell.
There you go.
It's probably C.J. Mosley. Am I right or am I wrong?
Hyde? Over Micah Hyde?
Micah Hyde?
Yes, I think so. When C.J. Mosley,
C.J. Mosley's first game that he was playing, he was dominant. Wait, C.J. Mosley's a consistent pro, but he played one game, so I get what Riv's saying. But
and then not only that,
don't sleep on these players because these players are good.
We got a cornerback from the Colts, Desir, who's a really good cornerback who was matching up with the AFC South receivers and D-Hop, and he played them really well. So he'll play Stephon Diggs really well.
You named one receiver.
Like I said, we have other
but DeAndre Hopkins
like
is elite.
Austin, Desir. We just drafted a kid out of Virginia, Bryce Hall, who led the college in like pass deflections. And come on, this the bottom line. The bottom line is that the Jets have the best quarterback in the division, and it's not close. Josh Allen is not even on the level of Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold is a superstar in the making, and it's going to come out this year. Sam Darnold just tears up the NFL. I can't wait until Sam Darnold tears up the NFL. I can't wait.
Are you done? Are you done? Like, are you done?
I can't wait.
You just gassed up. You just told me. You just basically gave me a whole monologue about a bunch of rookies coming in, and you think they're going to make that much of a difference. Let's really break it down. You just said we have a star, Denzel Mims, in the making.
He's a star.
Okay, that's your number one receiver, right? That's your number one receiver.
Number one. That's not our number one.
Who's your number?
We have a slot in Jamison Crowder. We have.
He's elite. Word. Okay.
Rashard Perriman played like a number one to end the season last year, and I also want to mention that the Jets finished the season 6-2.
Good job.
7-6 when Darnold was playing, and he missed 3 games with mono. In his first year in the offensive system with one of the worst-ranked offensive lines and no weapons on the outside.
Can I ask you a question? Because I asked you this question the other day. You struggled to answer it. That whole 7-6 record, right? Name a playoff team, a team that made the playoffs that Sam Darnold beat, that made the playoffs. Name it. Can you?
Oh, the Steelers. They were close.
No.
They were close.
Name. I'm going to ask you again, JC, because I think you didn't understand me. Name a team that made the playoffs that Sam Darnold beat.
Weren't you the same person?
He didn't answer the question. Of course you didn't answer the question.
It's not.
Why didn't you?
It's that.
Why can't you just answer it first? Wait, just answer it. Just answer it first, and then I'll let you talk.
No, I'll answer it. This is my answer.
And then I'll let you
This is my answer. Aren't you the same person that said you have to beat who's on your schedule? When JC said the Bills had an easy schedule.
That's offending, Riv. You definitely said that.
When JC said the Bills had an easy schedule, you said that. And that's what the Jets did.
That's fair. But the Jets didn't beat this. You acting like they lost to the Bengals. They lost to the Dolphins. Like you're acting like you guys have you guys have the Bills have high profile losses last year. They lost to the Patriots twice in good game. They lost to the Ravens in a great game. You guys lost to the Bengals. Then you lost to the Dolphins. You guys don't have any high-profile L's. You have very bad L's.
High-profile L's. What does that even mean?
High-profile L is an L.
Who was the best?
Riv, was the Jets roster good last year? Was the Jets roster good last year with all those injuries that we had?
Before the injuries, you guys were okay.
17 starters on IR last year.
Bro,
Let me ask you.
We missed our second-best defensive player.
So it's
only fair. You guys were good.
It's only fair that I ask you this: who were some good? Who was a team that the Buffalo Bills beat that were a high profile win? You know, since
that's what I said in the last segment. They had an easy schedule.
I said the difference between the two teams is you guys have you guys lost bad losses. They didn't lose to bad teams. That's the difference between the New York Jets
between the
and
Bills
the Buffalo
and
Bills. The Buffalo Bills won't lose to a bad team. They'll beat a bad team. You guys lost to the Bengals and the Dolphins. I don't know how you sit there and praise it more.
But the Jets were a bad team in themselves last year too. So,
but what's the difference? You had a bunch of rookies and you're supposed to be great.
I mean, we have everybody healthy.
No.
He just named you our 3 defensive players who we missed last year that were big to the team.
But they were only we didn't see them. We only seen them one game, bro. We only see one game. We haven't seen them together.
No, for one, this is what I have to say.
Gonna gel. They have 2 of the best.
Jets.
That's what I'm saying. We have to wait and see. There's no evidence of them. Keep it 100, JC. Is there any evidence of them showing us any greatness together?
Can I talk?
No, but I know they'll be great. They have Avery Williamson and C.J. Mosley, bro. They're both really good inside linebackers.
You're assuming, bro. You're assuming.
No, I'm based off facts.
JC,
I'm
let me
gonna
talk real quick.
Go ahead.
You want to know why I'm not assuming and we're not assuming? Because the Jets beat the Bills in week 1 of CJ Mosley.
No, you didn't. You lost.
No. I'm saying CJ Mosley went out, and that's why our defense totally collapsed once he went out.
Bro, he was balling that game, Riv. You were there.
No, I was there, but come on, let's not do that. Let's not do that, bro.
No, we would have won that game if CJ Mosley remained in the game.
Wait. So you're going to completely disregard the fact that your offense didn't score after they put up 17 on that. You're going to completely disregard that and say the only reason you lost is because CJ Mosley missed the game. That's what you're going to say. But not the fact that your offense didn't score anymore. That's what you're going to say. Or the fact that Sam Darnold missed Robbie Anderson on a really open route. That's what you're going to say in the fourth.
This is what I'm going to say.
The reason why you lost is because CJ missed the game. Okay.
This is what I'm going to say.
Because JC, you know what I'm talking about. Sam Darnold choked in that fourth quarter.
No, he didn't. This is what I'm going to say. You are blaming a second-year quarterback that had no weapons at all for not putting up points against the Bills when the greatest quarterback of all time, Tom Brady, had no weapons but probably had better than Darnold and couldn't score on the Bills and barely beat a Matt Barkley Bills-led fourth-quarter team. Barely beat them. But you're going to blame Darnold.
I'm not blaming Darnold. I said
that's what you just said. You said
I said you're not just going to simply say, "Oh, we lost just because CJ Mosley." No, there's other factors into why you lost.
No, it was evident. I don't know what game you were watching, but it was evident once Mosley went out, the Jets collapsed.
No, yeah, Jets offensively they collapsed, defensively they collapsed.
And not to mention, we lost by 2 points or 1 point. I think we lost by 1 point, and our kicker missed the kick. So
our kicker missed multiple kicks that game. He missed 2 kicks that game.
Yeah, it was 17. It was like 17 to 3.
That he missed 2 kicks.
It was like 17 to 3 in the second quarter, and then your offense didn't do shit for the rest of the game.
It was 16-0 in the fourth.
Missed the kick.
Y'all didn't do shit for the rest of the game. Like the rest of the game, they didn't do anything. You choked. Your offense literally.
The bottom line is that the Jets will win the division. Sam Darnold is by far the best quarterback in the division. It's not close. It's not close.
Yo, Riv. Let me just add one thing before we cut it off. If the Jets kicker makes that extra point in that field goal attempt, do we win the game?
Probably.
We do, because they only put up 17 points. If you add the 3, it would have been 21-17 if our kicker didn't blow the game. Or we would have at least been in the overtime, because the game would have been tied. But
that's why
go ahead and blame it all on Darnold and all these people.
I literally said you have to.
Special teams lost that game too.
The kicker is a part. I literally said you have to get blamed in other spots. You can't just say, "Oh, CJ Mosley."
Blame the special teams too.
Yeah, literally, you can't just say CJ Mosley went out. CJ Mosley going out has nothing to do with a kicker missing a field goal, correct?
No, that's correct. But the defense
Mosley was the leader of that defense who was
I get that part. But CJ Mosley going out has nothing to do with that kicker still missing that field goal because you still had a chance to win the game, right, JC? Even with CJ going out?
That's a fact.
You want to know what's the main difference, Riv? And we're going to close it off on this. The main difference, the main difference is that when CJ Mosley was in the game, Buffalo couldn't score because he was calling out audibles and he was reading the field and he was being a leader on that defense. It's when he went out when the Buffalo Bills started going on a run and started scoring.
He had a sack and a pick 6. Yo, he was everywhere in the field.
Yeah,
he was everywhere on the field.
He was doing his thing one game. I mean, if your evidence is one game, that's cool. I mean,
my evidence is that he's made a Pro Bowl. He's made a Pro Bowl with the Ravens, and every year
with the Ravens,
he made an All-Pro with the Ravens. He was an All-Pro player with the Ravens.
That's incredible. But like, you guys are banking on a lot of what ifs.
He's not a what if. He's a proven player.
The Bills have results. When healthy, that defense is a top 5 defense in the league.
But it's not fair. They have results against an easy schedule.
Let me talk. Sam Darnold, you just said Sam Darnold's the best QB by far, and that's cool. And he allegedly has weapons. I'm sorry, but I don't trust your offense against that defense at all. Like, not remotely even close. You're banking on a bunch of guys. Just a bunch of regular guys. And a rookie you just gassed up which you don't even know how he's going to perform, but you just because he's a rookie and you guys picked him, you're going to gas him. And then Denzel Mills.
High on Denzel Mills way before we got.
I'm talking about the rookie offensive lineman, relax. But we could get on Denzel Mills, who's probably more than likely, if I had to put my money on it, if Tre'Davious White lines up with him, Denzel Mills is going to get locked up very bad. That's why JC's laughing, because he knows Tre'Davious White's going to lock him up very bad. But if that's your number one target, that's fine.
We have other weapons. We have Chris Herndon coming back. He was proven. He's a proven player.
Chris Herndon had a very good rookie year with us. He just had off-field issues last year.
Proven. And Darnold has one of the highest passer ratings when targeting tight ends. So,
oh my God, great. Yeah, it's a great stat. Honestly, that's an awesome stat. Good luck. Well, good luck, Jets. Listen. I really hope you guys are healthy. Like, I really do hope you guys. I don't want you guys to be unhealthy. Honestly, I hate unhealthy teams. I really do hope you guys are healthy. All jokes aside.